Okay, so we're taking the buggy over to the other side of the Forest City. Forest City. Thank you. Bye-bye. Lovely.
So do you know where we are?
No, I don't know where we are. I thought we were going over there.
Yeah. Okay. We're over here.
This looks more like a place where people live.
It's the,
So I really wanted to go over there.
yeah.
Well, this looks busier, but this looks only 5 minutes from our hotel. We weren't paying attention because we were talking to that lovely lady. There's loads of restaurants here. Well, this doesn't feel very ghost townish, does it? There's people shopping, supermarkets. Okay, I'm getting confused. Because this doesn't feel very ghost town. I mean, it's not busy, but it's busy. That place is full. There's a kitchen and studio. Hello, man. So this is nice. So people are buying.
This company China is very biggest.
It's the biggest. Opai is the biggest in China.
One year sold 30 billion.
Ah.
30 billion.
Wow. Okay.
China. You can see where?
Ah, okay. Okay, so everything is Ope brand.
Yeah.
Or Opien or Ope. Our bedrooms also.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this area here is quite busy, yeah?
Yeah.
There's a lot. Is there a lot of residents here
Yeah.
from China or from Malaysia?
It's quite a bit of mix because there are Malaysian, there are Korean, there are Chinese,
Right.
and there are local Malaysian. They sometimes they come here to spend the weekend.
Right, right.
So there's quite a lot of business for Airbnb in
Ah.
this residential.
But over there on this side, is this low occupancy or no?
I think it's quite high also because I stay there.
Oh, you stay there.
Yeah.
They say it's a ghost city, but
Okay.
it's not a ghost city. To me, like it's quite nice, you know.
So when people say it's a ghost city, possibly they've never been here.
Yeah.
They just they want to do some eye-catching news.
Yeah,
or they want
yeah.
to promote some
And
channel
that's-
and take some because there are a lot of people they are competitor of this forest city, but they can never on par as forest city. The quality of living and the convenience, the infrastructure. I think this should be number one in the region.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also the school is operational. The
Yeah,
school
the
is
school,
working.
Yeah, it's quite a good international school. Yeah.
Okay,
There are about
it's a different.
200, 300 kids
Yeah,
studying there. So
yeah.
quite a
This
big
will get
number.
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a different story than
Than what you read
than I
from the
read.
news and
Yeah,
channels. Yeah, of course.
yeah.
The
Because
people here are quite nice.
yeah, I like, and there's
Like
nice.
the people in the next door, they are doing a restaurant.
Is
and
it-
there are some other business like for us we do the renovation.
You said the rental business and the
rental
renovation business.
and
This
the
is good
renovation.
business.
Yeah.
So we're here at Open. This company does renovations and also rentals, but mainly you do Italian style renovations. Beautiful. They also have bedrooms and living room furniture. They have sofas. Absolutely beautiful. And your name is
J.
Jay.
Yeah.
Come and see Jay if
Yeah,
you're looking for furniture or looking for support, or if you just want information about the area. I think come and see the local people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting mixed messages. You know, you see online everybody's saying this is a ghost city. And sure, parts of it are yet to be developed. But in reality, there's a young community, a new community growing here. In my opinion, is it a good place to invest? Not that we came here to talk about investments, but is it a good place to invest? Hello?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good.
So this is not investment advice though, Michelle. It's not what we came here for, but I'm kind of surprised because I think people see this as a ghost town and they like that, you know, and I'll probably use a little bit of that in my videos also, but also if you want to know a bit more, but this is phase 1 over there. The lady was just telling me is phase 3.
Okay.
And even in phase 3 where she lives, there's quite a reasonable occupancy rate. You know, everybody has a dog in the fight, so to speak, so people are biased. But from what I can see, seems quite a lot of people here.
I think so.
She said there's over 200 students in the international school, which has a good reputation. I don't know that I would pack up and move to a sort of growing and a slightly risky area, but you know, if you're in it for taking a risk, why not? There are so many little furniture stores as well, if you want to buy beds. But there's a lot going on here. There are restaurants for eating. And there are quite a few empty units as well, so there are empty units. There's always room for improvement in any of these places. So another furniture store. Apartments for rent, homestays. They were saying to me also that there are a lot of homestays, a lot of apartments to rent, a lot of Airbnbs. So if you want to give this place a try, probably just get an Airbnb or come and stay at the hotel as we're doing. Well, this place goes on and on. Here's a little grocery store. This one, I think they're closed. It's lunchtime now, so people are closed for lunch. So I would say maybe the shops reflect what's happening with the apartments as well. I'd say probably about 50%, or maybe only 40% empty. Is this a little hardware store? Why is the guy carrying a tape measure? Oh yeah, no, it's a little supermarket. Hello, man. Hello. And hardware. Hardware store. Oh, nice. There's a proper little community here, Michelle.
I think so.
A lot of Chinese spoken, so I mean that probably reflects in the fact that it is originally a Chinese development. And you've got Foodpanda. I see a guy just behind this car, Foodpanda, Grab. Oh, and a big laundromat. There are some very easy targets to describe this place as a ghost town. But in all fairness, it's not a ghost town. Look, there's another little shop here. Opening soon. But look up here. How green, and I mean, it's well looked after. I'm going to be honest with you, I was going to say it'd be tough to make a living. With the right business, if I was younger, you could make a lot of money here. Make a lot of money, in my opinion. You could lose a lot of money also, disclaimer. Can't find the buggy for the drive home, so looks like Michelle and I are having to walk back. Humidity is high here. Are they real oysters? So Marina Hotel this way, Fisherman's Wharfs and Sales Gallery. These blocks look almost abandoned, but this not really. It's to do with being on the sea, isn't it? It's a harsh environment being near the coast. Everything tends to corrode. So you get these beautiful views across to Singapore, but also everything does corrode. We got a long walk, Michelle. We do actually have bicycle rental included in the hotel, but I think it's not electric. I think we've got to pedal. Well, there's the hotel, look. Not far. Just peeping through those trees. I can see the graceful archway of the hotel. Formerly the Phoenix, currently the Marina. So the Phoenix died in the ashes and from it came the Marina Hotel. There are pathways. I'd like to see a bit more shade around the pathways. There are no pathways leading into the hotel itself, is there? No. So you've got to walk on the road. These people have got it right. I think those are included, Michelle, the pedal bikes. That's what we could have for free. Oh, we won't be importing those to Australia. You're coming to the flat, coming to the flat. Go for it, man.
You.
Michelle's coconut.
Saya coconut. Beautiful, thank you.
Very extra hot cappuccino.
Ah, beautiful, man. Perfect. Soft coconut flesh. It's one of Michelle's favourite drinks. And this looks like freshly squeezed orange juice as well. Yeah, absolutely the best orange juice I've had in a long time. Darish has also made me cappuccino. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Whoops. Thank you.
So I got a bento set with a lovely piece of fish here. That's a gorgeous piece of fish, Michelle.
It's rather nice, isn't it?
A mammoth. I mean, look at the scale of that to Michelle. That's a mammoth. Well, this is the nicest food I've seen served here. Some beautiful little gyoza here. Should have dressed up to come down. I've only got a t-shirt on. I'll probably need some chopsticks. This will be nicer with chopsticks. Look, this is a delicious bento box, really. Got fresh fruit, watermelon and honeydew melon, beautifully cut. So the chefs here have done very well. I'm really impressed. The vegetables, they've all been fried in a nice tempura batter. It shows that it's quite a high quality. I'm really looking forward to this piece of fish. This fish is so tender, well seasoned. I'm going to dip this in a little soy sauce. No bones. And Michelle and I have ordered a dessert and a little side dish of some satay, beef and chicken satay.
Yeah,
Very pretty, thank you. Terima kasih. So here's our little tart. This is a miso tart.
yes.
So
Tell you what it's meant to be.
we've got a little chantilly, a little white cream on here. Very sweet. And then what have we got here? A little strawberry jam. Let's try the miso tart first.
Homemade tarts.
So this is the miso infused tart. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. So that really is miso. Very unusual, quite almost. That's a
Yeah.
complicated tart to get your head around, right?
That is, yes.
A lot of people would really struggle with this because it is almost a savoury, sweet tart. I really like that combination. Miso, generally that sort of umami flavour that you get with seaweed and the stocks that would go with ramen. I don't associate it with a sweet dessert, but I love it when flavours play with each other, and it's almost smoky almost like a smoky flavoured tart.
It's nice with the pastry.
Mm.
Very nice.
Nice with the pastry, is it, Michelle? There's a little chocolate ganache, but quite hard. It's a very firm pastry. I like that a lot. There's almost nothing like it. It's like almost like a, it's going to sound crazy, but it's almost like a gravy tart.
Yeah. No, I like it. It's like a salted caramel, but not as sweet. With savoury undertones.
Any flavours I might describe would be a little off-putting, because that sort of sea fishiness that you might get. Anchovy, no?
No, I don't get that.
No?
No.
To me, that's the highlight. I'm going to try a little bit of this chocolate ganache. It's laid on a chocolate ganache.
The dots are fruit.
Are they fruit?
Yeah.
I think at home you're going to have to Google a miso tart to see if there's any history behind this. I've never had it before, and I absolutely love it. I got Bovril then, and not even Marmite, but Bovril. And a lot of people won't know what I mean by Bovril, but that Bovril is almost like meat juice flavors, you know. So almost like what the Japanese would call the umami flavor, but yeah, interesting. If I get any other flavor comparisons, I'll let you know. It's really complicated to describe. A little out of order. We're a bit out of order.
Having an appetizer now.
So we're ending with a little savoury. Do any of you like ending with savoury? So it should be a little peanut sauce. Is it peanut that? Yeah, it is. Oh, look at that. That's delicious. That's the spiciest peanut sauce I've had in a long time. Really delicious. It's got real kick to it, real heat. Okay, so from the Marina Hotel? From the Marina Hotel in Forest City. Big thumbs up and well done to the chef for producing this amazing food.
Very good. Very good.
I kind of, if I'd known I wasn't just having buffet tonight, I would have dressed up with a button-up shirt, so forgive me for looking a little scruffy. Take care. From Michelle and I, loved you all. I'm going to finish my food. We're going to sit here and have a chat and relax. See you next time.
Bye.